Hey everybody, how's it going? As always, I hope you're having a great day so far today. In today's video, I wanted to share with you my opinions on why people experience poverty in our modern society in America. And I know I'm going to get a lot of heat for this, and a lot of people disagreeing and saying that I'm overstepping my bounds. But I think a lot of this poverty is because of laziness and complacency. Now, I don't talk about this as someone with no experience. I myself am so lazy that as a 27-year-old, almost 28, I have not had a job in 2.5 years. I've been so complacent living in my dad's house and off of my dad's income that I've literally not had a job for 2.5 years. And I was surprised when I started applying for new jobs as to how easy it is to actually get hired nowadays. Our economy is doing so great that it's really easy to get hired. The first job that I applied for out here in Indianapolis was actually a Walmart job, because I'm like, I've been out of the workforce for a while. I was shopping at Walmart, like, hey, we need people bad. And I'm like, so what kind of benefits do you have? What are you offering? And they're like, oh, we start off at $12 an hour. We have full health care. We have full dental care. We do a 401k match. And I'm like, hey guys, I might actually be able to do this. That doesn't sound too bad. So I went ahead and applied, and I shit you not, within one day, I already had an offer to come in for an interview. They needed people so bad that they already reached out to me within one day. Within a week, I had 5 different stores reach out to me. This is how easy it is to get jobs in our society. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to get rich working at Walmart for $12 an hour, but you're not going to be so dirt poor to where if you're living a frugal life, you can't survive. Now, you can obviously blow all that money, and that is another big issue for poverty, is because people don't know how to spend their money. There's no financial education, and people just blow their money on consumable crap that they don't need. If you're smoking cigarettes every day, and if you're drinking alcohol every day, and if you're going out to eat all the time, then yeah, any amount of money isn't going to be enough. But the reason why we have true poverty inside of this society is not just because of a lack of frugal living. It's also because people get complacent at these jobs and they don't go seeking out new jobs. They don't go from job to job trying to advance their career, building new skills, going to trade schools and stuff. Here's a perfect example of how going to trade schools and stuff, you don't even have to go to trade school. Just work in the trades. Here's a perfect example. My friend recently in Denver got hired on as an electrician. He got started out at $20 an hour, which is respectable. And then he did a government contract with these guys, and he bumped up, because he was on a government contract, up to $34 an hour with no experience or anything. He had like 4 months experience, and he got bumped up to $34 an hour, right? That's pretty damn good. And then, and like I said, no degree. You don't need a college degree to do this. You don't even need a tradesman's degree, or a journeyman's license. So then he got another offer for another job. He's like, hey man, I'm already really happy where I'm at. I'm making $34 an hour. You're going to have to beat that. And they ended up paying him $40 an hour with the option to work as much overtime as he wants. So he works 70 hours a week, and he makes over $3,000 a week with no college degree, no tradesman licensing, just because, as an electrician apprentice with less than 1 year's experience, just because he's willing to put in the work. He's been actively trying to progress his life, and this is a guy who used to work at Walmart as a cashier. Now, I'm not saying that bad things never happen to people, and I'm not saying that his situation isn't lucky. Obviously, a lot of luck went into him getting a $40 hour job, making overtime at $60 an hour, and not even having a degree or anything. A lot of luck went into that. But I am also not saying that bad things never happen to people. Obviously, sometimes people have bad things happen to them, and they have negative repercussions from that. But overall, the reason for poverty is not because of a lack of good jobs. There are good jobs out there. It's just a lot of times people aren't willing to do the work, and people aren't willing to even go out there and do any work. They're just too lazy. Trust me, I know this from experience. I've been so lazy that I didn't have a job for 2.5 years. Okay? So I know what it's like to be lazy. And I'm not even that lazy of a person compared to a lot of the other people in my life that I've met. So I'm talking out of personal experience that I know that a lot of the people who can't make ends meet nowadays are not just lazy, not just living a non-frugal lifestyle and living outside of their means, but they're also just downright lazy. And it's not just about Walmart, guys. I recently have gotten job offers at like Guitar Center to do call center work. One of my friends recently has done call center work for refinancing other people's like loans and stuff, and she makes $20 an hour at the call center. And she has to work 2 jobs even though she makes $20 an hour just because she doesn't live frugally, and she like buys grilled cheese sandwiches for like $10 a pop. Okay? So anyway, guys, I'm not saying that bad luck doesn't happen. Obviously, a lot of poverty is because of bad luck, but a lot of it is because of laziness and complacency. And a lot of people, they like go bumming on the streets, and people will give them like $5, $10, $1, whatever. Within a couple hours, they're making like $100, and they're just like, hey man, why should I go get a job when I'm making all this killing on the street? And a lot of the times, they don't even make a killing on the street. They just sit there shaking their little change cup, and no one gives them any change, and they still do it anyway because of laziness and complacency. Now, I realize that there's a lot of people who are not really able-bodied enough to do all the jobs that are out there. But there are a lot of benefits for people who are in poverty, like food stamps, Section 8 housing, disabilities assistance. So anyway, guys, I don't mean to draw on and on about this. But let me tell you that the reason for poverty in our society is not just because of systemic issues with our corporations and stuff. A lot of it comes down to personal choice and people choosing to not progress their lives. People choosing to not pay themselves first and instead blow every single last dollar that they make. It comes down to people choosing to not go out and apply for jobs. So, it's so easy nowadays. You go on ZipRecruiter, you upload your resume, and you click one click apply, one click apply, one click apply, one click apply, and look, I just applied for 4 goddamn jobs, okay? So, it's not impossible, and the biggest reason for poverty is because of personal choices. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching my video, and I hope you found it informative and educational and most of all entertaining. And please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I really like to hear what you guys think about my video. And just so you know, I'm doing the Bernie Sanders accent today because Bernie Sanders is going on the debate stage later tonight, and he's gonna say what Bernie Sanders always says. So anyway, leave me a like, guys. And until next time, peace.